Hey guys, this is a long overdue video. I want to talk a little bit about an incident that happened to me personally. Luckily I didn't get hurt. This actually happened a while ago, and I've been kind of neglecting to make this video because I just kind of pushed it aside to show other stuff. But I kept these parts here. Again, I want to talk about it. That's a serious thing, and it's about reloads. I had when I first got my Glock. I shot nothing but factory loads in him. Factory ammunition right off the shelf, and that was it. That's all I put through it. Someone had offered me some reloads. I was very, very appreciative of the reloads, and I thought really nothing of it. I thought, all right, cool, some free ammo, and it was fine. And I put probably 50 rounds or so through the gun, and it worked flawlessly. It was perfect. But I load up a fresh magazine, and that's what you're looking at right here. Now this is not the stock, or excuse me, not the Glock magazine. This was those Korean made mags. Although the problem I have here, I don't think has anything to do with the magazine at all. But I loaded up a fresh magazine, 17 rounds, and I loaded around. I pointed the gun down range, looked through my sights. I took a shot. Now this shot was a lot louder than any other shot I've ever taken. It was a much, much larger bang, and it kind of shocked me. And immediately after I took the shot, the slide locked back, and all of the ammo fell out of the bottom of the gun. It literally just fell out of the gun, and I had no idea what happened. Now, that split second that this happened, I thought, oh crap, I just broke my gun. First I thought, oh my god, am I hurt? And then I realized I wasn't, and I thought, all right, the gun's broken, this is horrible, this stinks. But let me explain what happened. The first round that I loaded, here's the casing to it. It was too hot. In other words, there was too much powder in it. Now, when you're doing reloading, you have to be very, very precise with what you're doing. You have to be very focused on what you're doing. You can't multitask. The person who was reloading this, obviously by mistake. It's not something that you would do on purpose. But by mistake, they put either two charges in here, two rounds worth of powder. Whatever happened, it was too hot. There was way too much power in this round. And when I went to fire the bullet, it actually all the power blew out the back of the case. And I have to come in close to show you this. Here's the back of the casing, and you can see it blew the back out. It split open, and all that energy, all that power, went backwards. Okay, instead of all the power sending the bullet out of the gun, the bullet did fire. It shot fine, but all that extra energy had nowhere to go in that immediate, that split second that it was fired. So a lot of it blew the back of the case out, and all the pressure went backwards towards me. Luckily, it didn't blow the slide apart. It was enough to mess up the round and blow the casing apart, but it wasn't enough to break the gun. What happened was all that energy went through the gun, down through the magazine, okay, and it busted off the base plate on the magazine. So imagine, I have the gun here, took my shot, all this energy flew back and down into the ammo, and all that pressure just, boom, blew the plastic apart, just literally broke it off, okay? So then this fell out. Immediately after that, the spring and the follower, all that fell out, and then all my rounds just all over the ground. So, like I said, it was definitely a scary moment. I'm glad I didn't get hurt, but that's because there was too much powder in this round. So, kind of the purpose behind this video is to say, first of all, if you reload, if you're new to reloading, you have to be very careful. You have to be focused on what you're doing. I think the person that provided these reloads to me have been doing it for many years, very experienced in it. But I think the problem is that once you do something for so long, you kind of get a little bit laxed on it. You kind of do it. You're not maybe as focused because you've done it for so long. You have a system down. But like I said, maybe you put a charge in that round, and you went to answer the phone and came back and forgot and just charged it again. And I ended up with it, and that's what happened. So I mean, it was dumb of me because I was a new shooter. I didn't realize one of the kind of unwritten rules is that you shoot your own reloads. If you do shoot reloads, you shoot your own reloads. So you know for a fact that you checked every single one of those rounds, and it has the right amount of powder, the right bullet, everything else. So like I said, a general rule of thumb is you don't shoot other people's reloads. It's not that you don't trust them. It has nothing to do with that at all. It's not like trying to sabotage you or anything. It's just, you want to be 100% sure that every round is what it's supposed to be. But accidents like this do happen all the time. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't get hurt. In some cases, if it was even more power, it could have cracked the frame. It could have broken the slide. The gun itself could have exploded. I've seen videos and read stories and articles on guns just literally exploding because there's just way too much power in that round. And they literally blow apart, and metal parts fly everywhere. People get hurt. You can get blinded by it. You can be seriously injured. And I guess in the past some people have died from it. So anyway, just want to make that video. Just be very careful when you're doing reloading, and if you are shooting reloads, make sure you reload them yourself. So that's it. Thanks for watching.